Welcome to Esztergom. It's the first of the Hungarian legs of the Flagship's visit. We started our work here this morning already. We just held a webinar where we welcomed around about 30 British companies, told them about the opportunities in the automotive sector in Central Europe. Now, we think the automotive sector is one of the most important sectors for us. We think that's where there's a lot of business to be done for British companies, and the reason for that is right here in the heart of Europe we have one of the biggest automotive poles, hubs in the world. The Detroit of Europe, they're calling it. Here in Hungary, what we're trying to do is to interest British companies in coming here, taking part in all of this activity. We're connecting them up with Tier 1, so that's the big producers. We're connecting them up with the suppliers to the big producers, and we're connecting them up to the networks, the people who talk to each other about the auto industry. Now behind us, you'll see that the Flagship has arrived. For us, for me anyway, this is a floating British business embassy. What a great way to advertise the UK.
PwC, our organization, we're conducting a CEO survey every year. End of 2012 was the second round of the Hungarian CEO survey. I believe many of the findings, many of the responses are indicative for the entire region as well. The main message from this survey is that CEOs are gradually regaining confidence, believe that growth is picking up again, and probably the two areas which they typically are focusing on is, one, having new products and services offered to the market, extending the range of their proposition to the market, and the other one is gaining a bigger market share as possible within their own core markets. Well, I suppose my main advice is that we all have been experiencing pretty difficult times over the past number of years. The measures that these times have sort of brought to surface, whether politically or within the business, have been wide-ranging, and some of them have been quite severe. But in a way, this sort of new way of living together, working together, have become to some extent the new rule, the new norm. But the fundamentals are behind this. Therefore, my advice is believe in our region, believe in the growth prospects of the region, because I think it's there in all our countries. So don't give up. This is a good reason to invest in and to do business with.
We invited a huge selection of British businesses, a huge selection of British businessmen and women to come and to listen to the Hungarian Minister for Finance and Taxes. What we asked him to do was to give us a little insight into what business should expect in this market over the next several years, because our businesses want to get the inside track. They want to find out what they should expect from the business environment, what they should expect on taxes and regulation. Our customers, British business, have got a much better idea now of what this economic environment will look like over the next 1, 2, 3 years.
We are a cultural relations organisation, as the British Council generally. Here in Hungary, we particularly focus on our work with English language teaching, English language study for people, helping professionals, and because English language is a growing language and very much lingua franca in this world, we do a lot of work there. We have programs with schools as part of our educational work, school leadership. We've worked with Roma students going into university, for example. We're doing work in the area of citizenship training. A lot of our work is around skills enhancement, and the age that we live in of increasing unemployment, to give young people also those skills. Thirdly, we are working, of course, in showing the greatness of creativity from Britain in terms of the art. We have a teaching centre here, lots of students studying from the age of 7 through to elderly adults, so from all ages, professionals, school kids. So teaching is an important part of our work. English language generally and supporting professional teachers is important. We run exams, we give a lot of advice on some of the Cambridge exams. People are taking them actually here on the boat today. People are taking mock exams. Young kids are playing with use of clay across the curriculum, because learning a language like English is important to get as much opportunity in different ways of using the language. In general, what we do is the English is great aspect of Great Britain, the creativity, the innovation, doing this through partnerships, doing it through our own schools, and doing it in as many different ways as possible, but always coming back to what we do well and how we can support and work with colleagues and partners in Hungary.